Hello, Pamela. I'm practicing. I'm going to show you some stuff. I guess you know this has totally messed up my whole flow in here. I don't have much room as it is, but I'm being anal this morning. I've been up since 2 in the morning. If I don't get where I can sleep, I'm probably going to run away. Okay, this is just a practice video. A lot of people have asked me to see my book that I've altered. The Magician's Tale was its original name. I haven't finished it yet, but I do my altered books a little different than a lot of people do. My style is kind of an acquired taste. You either love it or hate it. But I do altered text where I go in and pick out the different words in the sentences that appeal to me, and they kind of make a story for that page. And I do that on every page along with the artwork. So here is the very first page that I did, and then as I went, I started changing styles, and I went through different phases, and I stuck a few ATCs and Twinkies and stuff like that in there, and then I started getting into all this detail, and it just kind of started growing from there. So see, it's starting to get more detailed. These have all these little bitty dots around them. All these little flourishes have lots of dots and stuff. I did it in the background colors, watercolors, and the markers are a combination of Sharpies, metallic markers, occasionally acrylic paint, just depended. Sometimes some collage things, because I would just see little things that appealed to me and I would stick them in there. But you can kind of see how I started progressing. I started doing these borders, and I got stuck on them. I've been stuck on them ever since. If you'll notice, all my collages almost have borders on them. But I've got some pages here that are really detailed, that took me quite some time to do. Like, well, these 2 pages were pretty detailed. This page, these 2 pages were fairly detailed. And then it just keeps on going. Let me find some of my really good pages to show you here. The really, really detailed ones. Well, I guess I've already showed them to you. Duh. Okay, but if you'll notice, on each page I've got these words in the as they come in the, as they're written in the book, highlighted, and when you read them, they kind of make sense. It's like this page here says, creativity involved a place in the world where happy years making more in common was right. I left interested in the unusual marble tactics we ought to have. So I do that on every page. That's one thing I'm real big on, and I keep a special book that I write, a notebook for each altered book that I do, because I do altered text in every altered book that I do, and I write down each page, the page number, and the writing, the sentences and stuff, the words that I picked out, and they kind of make little poems and stories and stuff. So there's a pretty detailed page. But yeah, This is not the 700-page book I was telling you about. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I was going to show it to you. It's really nothing to brag about, except for the fact that it was kind of like the challenges. I set out to do it and finish it, and I did. And I worked on it for 3 months, night and day, practically without working on anything else. But I really enjoyed it. What I do in my altered books is I glue 3 pages together on each one, because I use watercolors. I don't use a lot of acrylics on my altered books. I've done some, but I just like the vividness, the transparency, the glow of the watercolors on the page. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera or not, but hopefully you can see that. I like this page. I like the colors in this. And let's see, there's one where I do one of my collages where I've stuck people together, body parts. And here's where I started the solid borders, like what I've been doing on my collages lately. And see, this one down here has got the hand-drawn borders that are around all the edges on some of the other pages. And there's a page I just did out of the blue one night when I was in a strange mood and decided to kind of go back to my roots and do a little bit of kind of a decorative art style. And a whole bunch of people really liked that page, and you know, sometimes they don't say anything about my other stuff because they probably don't like it. It probably doesn't appeal to them, but that one got a lot of notice for some reason. But here's some more pages that I did, and that's the last that I did in it, and I don't like those because I was working in something that was not my style. I was working with some stuff, some supplies that a company had sent to me to try out to be a designer and tester, and I just don't work well with their stuff for some reason. I don't know. It's not me. Maybe